Funny story, I was in that show. I was in the ensemble. So even though the topic this week is our first performances, seems like everyone is talking about all of their performances, which I am super excited about because I am an actress and this is what I do. I've actually been in a lot of shows. I went back and counted. I've been in 21 plays and musicals. I've been really lucky that I've been able to do that much acting. So instead of telling you about every single acting experience I've ever had, I have narrowed it down to 3 that I'm going to tell you about, and one of them is actually my first performance. I started acting when my mother and father enrolled me in theater camp, and we did 2 shows throughout the span of 3 weeks. The first one was called The Rainbow Connection, and this show is about the colors of the rainbow getting together and trying to decide who was the best color. The judge was King Crayola, and then other characters included the sun and the rain, because you know they make the rainbow, and basically where all the colors are fighting over who has the best color, and they're all performing for King Crayola, and then the sun and the rain decide to show all the colors that they're the best when they're a rainbow. In this show, I played the color red, and I got my own solo. I sang the red song. And if you can believe it, I can remember the words, the choreography, and I will perform it for you now. Red is the color of a stop sign, stop. Red is the color of a valentine. You can't see this, but I'm clicking my heels together. The ruby red slippers, they are red. The color of Rudolph's nose is red. Little Red Riding Hood's cape is red. The bullfighter's cape, it is red. Santa's suit is red, and oh, tomatoes are too. I love red. How about you? I stole the show. What can I say? And our second show was Cinderella Meets the Wolfman. And it's basically Cinderella, except the prince is a wolfman. I played Jipola the Gypsy. We weren't that concerned with being politically correct at the time. So that was my first experience with theater. I loved it. My second performance that I'm going to talk to you about is my introduction into high school theater, which is where I met a majority of my theater friends. And we did a play in the fall and a musical in the spring. I'm sure most schools operate on something like that system. When I was a junior, our show was Bye Bye Birdie. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate Bye Bye Birdie. I hate it with a passion. These songs are cheesy. There's no resolution at the end. It's the dumbest show a person could think of. But it was in this show where I played one of the greatest roles of my life, which was Ursula. And Ursula, if you don't know what Bye Bye Birdie is about, it's basically the story of Elvis going into the army. And of course, everyone was obsessed with Elvis. So we have an Elvis-like character named Conrad Birdie. My character, Ursula, was the craziest fan, up to the point where she corners him in the ice house. And so I tell him, let's have an orgy. And basically, she was crazy and she was a fangirl, and it was a lot of fun being crazy. My second theatrical experience is the one I'm in right now, because I'm not just an actor, I am also the director, and it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I'm having so much fun. The show is And Then There Are None, which is an Agatha Christie murder mystery, and I'm the first to die, and it's quite fun to die on stage, if I do say so myself. I get poisoned. Obviously, theater is a big part of my life. Duh. And I hope to be doing this as long as I live. I guess I'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for letting me ramble on about my theatrical experiences. Bye!